welcome back. Let me zoom in here. There we go. Okay, so just want to show you guys this. So I got the canopy done. It was actually pretty easy. Worked out, you know, you build a couple of these, they go a little quicker, it seems like. Oh. So, two actuators, linear actuators. These are both, I think this is 30 millimeter. Yeah, both 30 millimeter throws, which is the shortest you can get on a linear actuator that I have, or the Actuonics anyways. And then the ratios are speed and torque. So the 210 is the higher torque and slower speed, which I wanted on the Canopy. And then of course I wanted the faster one, doesn't really need any torque, which is what's the ratio, 50, something like that. But that's what you got on the lock. So pretty simple. I glued in the brass fitting up here, and there's one in right here, kind of like maybe 1/4 of an inch of one here, just to kind of give it something to rest on, versus the fiberglass, and this one's pretty much all Kevlar. Not Kevlar. Carbon fiber. Fiberglass, it's this whole canopy seems like it's made out of carbon fiber. So, but canopy up and down. You know, these things work just like regular servos. So you close it. With this one closed, because it sits, the linear actuator sitting flat, you can still kind of lift it up a little bit. So you get a little bit of play in it, but that's fine. So take that one, let's plug up the linear actuator for the lock. So you still got your play there, and then you just turn it, open it. There it goes. It's engaged already. Doesn't move. You get it all the way into where it's fully engaged. It's about 1800 pulses. And that thing is not moving. It pulls it down, locks, got a good seal. Everything is nice and lined up. And there you have it. So, canopy is done. And you know what? I actually may leave the gold on this one. It sucks because it's so blurry that you can't see anything in there, but I mean the cockpit looks like shit anyways. So it's really, and I don't put pallets in there, so you know, give it that gold look like you see. So I might leave it. If not, that stuff will, you take some alcohol or denatured alcohol, it'll clear, it'll wipe that the spray paint they use for the gold flake look, or the gold tint that you see on the real one. But so that's it, man. And that setup is easy to do in a radio. You don't even need a sequencer. Like for me, with the top radio, you can put a delay on this channel, flip the switch, this unlocks, and then by the time the delay on this one is over and it kicks in, it starts opening. And the same way, you put the delay on the down for this one, comes down, and then the delay allows this one to lock in. The first one I had it on 2 switches. Don't ask me why, I was just too lazy. I got a bad problem about, like, once I get it flying, I don't typically go back and mess with it or like make adjustments. It'll take me forever. Like if I added a gyro, it took me like 2 years. But I'm trying not to do that. So because I want to get this one done, tweaked, and perfect, and back to my everyday kind of flyer, and because I got other stuff to get to. So, but hey, man, this turned out really well, really good, really nice this time. Like I said, it was easier to put in. I do have to go back and put a little bit of put a stop behind this linear actuator, just for safety purposes. That way, it doesn't slide out of those two holders. I could probably just put a dab of canopy glue on that and be fine. You just got to make sure it doesn't push itself back out, but it isn't going to. I'm just overthinking it. So, but yeah, so that's it, man. So you unlock the servo, the lock cylinder, and then looks nice in scale, I think. And that gives it plenty of room. I don't know why, but I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's hard to see, but you know, that ain't nothing crazy. At least this one doesn't have like CA glue fumes all over the panels. So that actually looks pretty good. But I mean, it's very basic. They painted these gloss. I don't know why. All your dashes are flat black just to prevent glare. They did get CA on the clear part, and it's all fumed up and cloudy from CA, but I probably can clean that up. If not, just replace that. But you can get it in nice and easy. And it's held in with magnets. I say that's easy. What's going on? Oh, yeah, it's this. Let me get this cable out of the way here. I may have to trim a little bit for the cock for this linear actuator. That might be what it is. Actually, no, it's the. Oh, there it goes. Bam. It's in there. So looks like I'm going to have to. Oh, I see the problem. It's a tighter fit than my last one, so you got to put the nose in first, and then you put this in. There you go. So bam, cockpit is in. A little dusty. Kind of take this off here for you guys. Kind of do a little walk around here. So there you go. Ugly cockpit, but looks nice when the canopy's down. Like I said, that one's not too horrible. You know, all same pictures, but you can see the hazing there in the clear part. Like I said, I can replace that. If you can't clean it up, you can replace it. I've actually taken the clear cases that servos and receivers come in and just cut it, or you can get like the clear plastic flimsy stuff and just cut you one. Last time I had this piece come up and I had my on and off under here. So I don't think I want to do that this time. It was just cumbersome, and the problem was when the canopy was, it's like after you power it off you couldn't close the canopy, and then with it trying to transport it with this up, that vibration of travel caused that canopy to snap this cross beam. So if I do that again, which I very well could do it again, have this come up, this back part anyways, I may put a magnetic switch somewhere where I can just touch a little magnet on it and turn it on and off when the canopy's closed. But I may just do away with the typical display that I use. But it's kind of nice to have. It really is, because you can monitor your signals and batteries, you know, after your flight or before your next flight. So I'll probably still put it in here, depending on how the CG works out. I'm going to wait to hard mount things like that, like switches and you know, things like that, until I get everything put together and kind of do like an initial check. I'll put it on the CG stand and start moving things around and try to get it where I can without adding weight. And if some magical thing happens and it isn't crazy where I got to add extra weight to the nose, then I may push some things back. I do want to put the turbine displays back here in the hatch. And if I don't have to add nose weight and I have room to move the batteries back and forth to CG it, then I'll probably put the switch back here as well. So, but that is it, man. Not much. I mean, doesn't seem like a lot, but it was a lot of work getting the little things done like they need to, because it's a little bit of a tweaking that you got to do. So, but there it is. It's coming along. So, like I mentioned in the last 2 videos or so, I'll get now that this is done, I'll flip it over and hit the touch up the white on the missile bays with the airbrush. Get the air cylinders for those done. I got got to do some adjustment and fixes to these bay doors, because my last one they would stick and everything. Just when, like, you shut them off, they kind of droop because they're kind of heavy, and then when you power them up, they would stick, so you'd have to kind of push on them. So I'm trying to fix all that this time and everything. You can already see that strut's already compressing without anything in the nose. So when you put the batteries and stuff in there, this thing will be fully compressed. So it's going to have some air in it to kind of keep it up from compressing all the way. So, but yeah, so you guys have a good evening, and I'll get back on it tomorrow afternoon when I get done with work. Cheers.